Hey, hello everyone, my name is Felicia. I'm here to tell you everything about my university life, which is in IBM. Well, before that, I have finished some self-assessments that my professor, Dr. Casey Chan, already gave it to me, and I will tell you my personality through the result of the assessment. So, first of all, I have finished learning style description where I tend to be activist. It is quite true since I'm enthusiastic in facing new challenges. And not only that, I also like to participate in everything new and have fun with other people and also my friends surrounding me. The epic thing here, I always want to try something new, whether it is a challenge for me or not. Still, I'm excited to try those new things. And in the second test, which is from General Enterprising Tendency (GET), my dominant tendency here there are three. First is need for achievement, the second is creative tendency, and the last is drive and determination. So it is true that all those three tendencies represent my characteristic. Sometimes I can become result-oriented and but it depends on the condition. And I can be optimistic, and if I think it can, for me, it will make my project successful. And I'm also having a high imagination and also high innovation, because I think if someone want to ask about me, ask something about the ideas, they can ask to me, since I always think out of the box, and I always think impossible things and make these impossible things come true. And not only that, I'm a typical person that can utilize and also take the advantage of the opportunity in order to make the things run as well as I want to. And in the third test here, which is the Big Five personality, how well you know your own personality here is based on your own personality and based on your characteristic. In this section, I tend to be neuroticism. Well, because I will always do or think based on my emotional, and my personality can be seen from my emotional, and I always judge everything based on my emotional. Even I judge people, or even I judge the result of my own work itself. Still, I will always consider toward my emotions, and it can become my bad behavior if your emotion here to those people or those work that you have done here are negative, and therefore I have to control myself and not let my emotional things ruins my mind. The fourth test, which is building model of team roles. In this model or in this test, I tend to be specialist, where I'm a typical person that always dedicated for anything that I do, such as my own assignment. I dedicated to do it well and wholeheartedly in order to achieve the best result that I can do. And I'm also willing to surpass my limit to give the best effort for my own result. And the last one, which is here the leadership assessment. The result of this last assessment is quite interesting, because there are three leadership characteristics that have the same high score, and which are first is motivating and also inspiring. The second one is communicating, and the last one is negotiating. Actually, these three characteristics are so me in the real life, because I like to talk a lot to my friends and also other people surrounding me. And besides that, I also like to do negotiation, not only in economical thing, like negotiate something that you want to buy or you want to sell to other people or to the new strangers here, but also in making decision whether this decision here that they made is suitable for you. And well, move on to the second question, where actually what is my career plan in 3-5 years from now? Well, I think after I graduated from IBM, maybe I will take a culinary school, since the food here is my passion. But I still do not know where is it. But currently, I'm thinking to take this major in Malaysia. But still, it is just a plan. Why I want to take culinary things here? Because from the beginning, my passion is about cooking. It is always about food, and I want to try something new and create something new about food. And not only that, in the future I plan to build a cafe. Therefore, I have time here to if I have a time here, I will always want to cook at something and always create new something new in my food. And but still, if my mood here is for cooking at the time is not going well, it will ruin my mind and also waste it will waste my time to for cooking, because the result of my cooking maybe it will turn out bad. But culinary school here is just only culinary. I can take other major or taking master degree if later on it is my choice to do that. But now my mind is still for culinary school at this time. Then if I have finished my culinary school year, I will start to reach my dream, which is making or building a new cafe here. I don't know whether I will make it by using my own money or parents' money, or maybe I can do joint venture with my friends that also have the same passion with me, which is food here. Then and then as my cafe here can go further well and can people know about my cafe in the future, maybe I will take the opportunity to expand more about my cafe. So move on to the last question, which is what have I learned and how have I applied what I have learned. Here with Professor Dr. Casey Chen, I gained a lot of knowledge. First semester with him, starting from IBM, IIM, GSM, and MNE, give me a lot of things to learn. I learned a lot of framework that I can use for my future careers. And framework that I love the most here is what Why How model. I will use this framework through 3 examples. So starting with the first example. What event of the year that I love the most? Well, there are a lot of events that celebrate in a year, like Christmas, New Year, Valentine, Chinese New Year. But I love the most here is Chinese New Year. And why does it make me love the most? Of course, because of the tradition. This tradition is always about family. But maybe all people think that this event is about angpao, and yes, most of us are waiting for it. But for me, it's not only about that. It's about family. This event always brings family together. It's like always bring the old memories back together. So, how do I celebrate this event? It is usually held in family that has a big house. Well, we usually provide some cookies and snacks, drinks, and also Chinese food. Or maybe you can go to Chinese food restaurant also okay. And move on to the second example. What are things that motivate me to work? Well, the most thing that motivates me is food. Who doesn't love to eat delicious food? And yes, I love eating food. I can eat as much as I want. And why does it motivate me? Food for me brings happiness. Maybe because my passion about food is big. I can concentrate more to my work after eating food. Well, hungry will make you not focus on your work. So, how I influence others with this motivation? Well, I think everyone loves eating food. People can't live without eating food, especially snacks. For people, of course, eating delicious food brings them happiness. Therefore, they can focus more on what they are doing. And now, move on to the last example, which is what is my dream actually? Well, I have already told it before that my dream here is building a cafe in my hometown. I know that there are already a lot of new cafes in my hometown, but for me, not all those newcomer cafes can last longer if they are only focusing in giving atmosphere for all people. So, why do I choose it? Because this starts with my passion, which is cooking. I love to cook, I love to eat. Making a cafe will not remove all things that I love, which is food. Through the cafe, I believe that my passion with food will not gone, and even it will increase my interest toward food. So, how will I achieve it? Before building a cafe, I may take a culinary school in Malaysia. I'm sure that I can get a lot of new knowledge more about cooking. Thus, it will increase my cooking ability. Therefore, I can start to make something. Of course, making a cafe we need money. Therefore, maybe I might start to sell food through online first. So through selling online, it is the first starting point for me to build a cafe. So that's all from me. Once again, thank you to Professor Dr. Casey Chen that taught me well for this 4th semester. And thank you for watching this video.